been asking for a big name, a name like Tyron Woodley. He's been talking the trash, he's been waiting to back it up. Finally, he is in the octagon with the world watching.
He was talking about arguing with his coaches, telling them to shut up, giving him advice when he was sparring. And I said to him, I said, well, generally that's not good. He said, yeah, but everybody's different. Now, maybe.
Dean's going to protect himself in there, and the fighters will protect themselves. Herb's a veteran, what do I know? Gilbert Burns and Tyron Woodley ready to go in our main event.
Ready, let's do it.
This fight clock is brought to you by Toyo Tires, the official tire of the UFC. Tyron Woodley, the top contender in the black. He is a small favorite at -150. Gilbert Burns in the green, an underdog at +140.
And Gilbert raced across to the center of the octagon there, wasted no time. Maybe he's trying to force Tyron back the way he always fights. Heavy leg kick.
Correction on the numbers there. Woodley -160. Can't be off by 10 cents there on the odds. 30 seconds in. Feeling out process. Oh, heavy exchange. Burns on. Burns on his back. He's down. Burns trying to hop on. Whoa, man, assists in for Burns. Oh, he's surviving here through the early going.
This is not a good position now. He's wobbled now. He's got full round against the Jiu-Jitsu world champion. Man, this is a bad start for Tyron.
4-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
And you can't give your back. You can't give your back as a wrestler. Normally you want to give your back to get up. You can't do that against a guy like Gilbert Burns, who's so talented on the mat.
And there's still 4 minutes left there. Dry, he's hurt, he's wobbled. But Tyron's experienced. He's been here many, many times. Looks like he's getting his composure back.
Well, the more he can hold, the more that he can try to recover. But I mean, you're under Gilbert Burns, who is just a phenomenal striker now, as well as a great jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Jiu-jitsu guys like that, at that level, they have such a way of using their weight, spreading their body weight. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, Daniel.
Yeah.
Wrestlers do the same thing, but the downward pressure is just phenomenal.
And here's the problem. It's so early in the fight, they're still dry. There's no sweat. You're not slipping all over the place. And Tyron's
Tyron's opened up. And now punishment there for Burns.
Looks like a bad cut, too.
He's in full mount still.
The cut is on the forehead on the left side above that left eye.
Gotta be careful.
Tries to explode to his feet. Now it's one-arm guillotine time for Gilbert Burns.
He's not under the chin though. He's got to get the hand under the chin for the one-arm guillotine. Trust me, I've fallen foul to that one myself.
Jeez, business.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Okay, listen, I'm not too proud to say it. I've been choked out before. But I got revenge.
Yes, down for Burns.
No, not DC. Yeah, tell your boy.
No, come on.
I'm joking. Back to the fight.
Heavy ground pressure here from Burns.
Yeah, I mean, this is a phenomenal start for Gilbert Burns and just an awful start for Tyron Woodley. But it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
This is ideal situation for Gilbert Burns. On top position, hurt Tyron Woodley, got a lot of respect. And I mean, when you're just grappling like this and you've done it your whole life, you can do this for as long as it takes.
Yeah, for the people at home as well, wondering why Gilbert doesn't sit up. Looks like he's looking for a triangle here, by the way. Why he doesn't sit up and just rain strikes. When you do that, that gives Tyron the opportunity to escape, to explode out. And look at that, though. That was impressive. That's a lot of power to do that against someone like Gilbert Burns. That was impressive.
Back to the feet, under 2 minutes to go. First of 5 possible rounds.
That was great survival skills by Tyron Woodley, man. He got hurt bad and was able to survive under Gilbert Burns for all that time.
You know, but that's what just happened over the last 3 minutes. That's going to put a little bit of doubt to Tyron Woodley, you know? He didn't expect to get outstruck. He didn't expect to get dropped. He didn't expect a huge cut opened over his left eye so early into the fight.
Too. Look at that thing.
But again, Woodley has the ultimate equalizer, too. You got to remember that. If he can land that right hand, he can put anybody to sleep.
Also said his left hand is kind of on a new level.
But he's doing the thing that he does. He's skating by the cage, looking to counter. He has to be the aggressor. He has to go forward.
I mean, Gilbert Burns looks phenomenal.
Hey, Gilbert looks incredible. This is the best Gilbert we've ever seen.
In the biggest spot.
And when they squared up against each other before the fight, he looked huge. He looked very, very thick.
But tonight, it looks like Woodley has rehydrated to a little bit bigger, but it's not affecting anything in this fight to this point.
Again, first appearance for Tyron Woodley in 15 months since March of 2019. He took on Kamaru Usman.
Heavy low kick there. Tyron even nodded in acknowledgement of receiving said kick, and then he kind of feinted with the right hand, and I think he was trying to feint to throw the left hook. Another heavy body kick.
Wow, body kick and a nice left hook. Woodley's trying to clap himself into this thing.
And that was one of the things he said about the last fight. He said he just wasn't there. So he may be trying to just wake himself up after such a bad start. You got to hope that the cut man can do a real good job if you're the corner of Tyron Woodley, because that is a nasty cut over the top of his left eye.
But yeah, and listen, sorry Ben, I was going to say it's one round, right? You got 4 more rounds, sit down, shake it off, get some breaths, clean up the cut, and start again in round 2.
Cutman with his work cut out for him here. We're going to keep it here between rounds. Woodley doing a nice job just to survive.
Again, look at that cut. That's bad. That's bad. That's going to bleed everywhere. It's going to bleed into the eye. It's going to obscure his vision. It's going to make him doubt himself. It's not good.
Leaping right hook there to start the action, and a combination from the chosen one.
And that's what made Tyron the champion. That explosion right there. As you said, Daniel, he's got that equalizer. He's got that one-punch knockout power, but he's got to let it go, right?
Oh,
he's
right across from Woodley.
Guys, his coach just told him to just reset. He goes, okay, I'll reset. I'll reset. They just told him to reset. And that looks to be what he's trying to do. It'll be on Burns now to go back and take control again and show Woodley that that wasn't a fluke of a round.
That cut on the left eyebrow certainly doesn't look good, but it's not really bleeding at the moment.
If I'm Burns, I try and mix things up here. It looks like it's going to be a kickboxing match. I fake with the jab and then I shoot in for the legs.
Mourinho controlling the center of the octagon here, 1 minute into the second rounds.
Okay, just shield up, nothing there. Shield up, work with your leg.
Exactly what Dean Thomas and Duke Rufus asked for from Tyron Woodley. A little bit more feints. Burns goes for the high kick.
And the stakes are so high here. You see both guys, they got a lot of respect for one another. Obviously, Gilbert's opened up a huge cut and gave Tyron a tough first round. But Tyron just sent the message with that combination a minute ago saying, hey, listen, buddy, you better be careful because I'll knock your block off. So that's why both guys, they're being very tentative. They're waiting for the right moment to explode and close the distance.
The way Gilbert Burns feints with his hands is really nice, man. He goes up, he goes down, changes his level. He never gives Tyron a real clear indicator as to where he's going with his attacks.
Also of note, obviously Tyron Woodley has been in many main events and he's coming off of 6 straight fights with a UFC belt on the line, 5 rounds in all those. First main event for Burns. Burns said his cardio wouldn't be a question, but settling into a fight, Woodley's been there before where he's kind of had to feel it out, go through some tough moments, knows that he has 25 full minutes, doesn't have to rush to get it back so quickly.
I mean, Burns said this is...
Sorry, go ahead.
Nice takedown by Gilbert Burns. What a level change into a takedown. Burns told us that on Thursday. He goes, oh, we're going to wrestle. We are going to wrestle in this fight. I want to make him work the entire time. And once again, he's in top position.
Coming into this fight, Tyron Woodley, best takedown defense in welterweight history at 94%. That is 1 of 1 for Gilbert Burns.
Again, with over 2 minutes left, not a good place to be. I mean, we saw in round 1 he just exploded, but that was more just physical brilliance, to be honest, and just exploded and said, I've had enough, get the hell off me. Can't always do that, but he timed it well. Obviously very strong, wrestling his entire life, and you just got to take one look at Tyron Woodley and know that he's a special athlete. But technique beats power every day of the week.
Needs a knee to the body, but using that fence to get himself back to his feet.
Using the fence as a barrier to get himself back to his feet without rushing. And look at Gilbert Burns, just trying to keep height. Height's going to win it, and at a point, he's got to be head position. When he realizes Tyron's going to get away from him, then he will start to use his head to try to break the posture of Tyron Woodley.
Tyron's going to pummel that left arm in. He's going to pummel that left arm in, and then he can get back to his feet. Until he does that, he's going to struggle.
Burns is the third fighter. Oh! Woodley down.
Man,
Woodley is back up.
they were two heavy, sharp shots.
So Woodley back to his feet, but now he's got to escape here and mount some offense.
I gotta say, the cut man did a hell of a job because
Yeah, he did.
that cut isn't really bleeding at the moment.
I mean, look at the physicality of Gilbert Burns, though. He's the guy that went up a weight class, and he's the one that's dictating along the side of the octagon to T-Wood right now.
It has since he came up to 170.
Yeah. But if Tyron's going to escape here, he needs to circle to his left, lift the underhook to try to escape off the side of the fence.
Remember what we said yesterday? You need to use this to win the round. That's it.
Woodley reversing position here, but how about that first round for Gilbert Burns? He could score that at 10-8, and then if he gets this one, I mean, Woodley back against the wall.
Yeah, he might be up 3 rounds. He might be up 3 rounds. It's a very tough position to be in. After being away for so long, too. You know, fighting all those championship fights and being away, and now you're behind a guy like that early, it'll be tough. It's going to test the mental capacity of Tyron.
Final seconds here. We're back in 30 seconds. Round number 3 in our main event is right after this.